What's up, y'all? We have a very aesthetically pleasing matchup for you today because we have all the aspects represented.
Yeah, that's
nice.
rare. It's kind of rare.
It's kind of cool. Yeah.
So
Obi-Wan, ECL, and Nathan got this Asajj Tarkintown list. These are both from last week. Or is that one from this last weekend? Or
that was like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago? Okay.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember that was one of the ones I'd set aside and been like, I kind of want to try this out. It looks cool.
So just talking about the PQ meta, it seems that the meta has diversified. It's kind of like solidified in some places, but also diversified in other ways.
The top decks, which is like Quinlan and Boba DB and a few other things.
So yeah,
they're all beatable by like random stuff. So
yeah,
people are still bringing random stuff and winning, which is cool. I like that.
So red yellow villainy seems to be trending in an upwards way, and it's very common for these red yellow villain decks to play an extremely low to the ground curve. And the idea is that if you play 2 1-drops now. I suspect this Asajj deck probably gets punked by Cad, the Cad version of this deck, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. The Asajj comes out faster, and this deck is playing removal, and a lot of the Cad weenie decks like forego removal. Also, this deck is playing like Starfighter, P38 Starfighter as a way, and the ISB agent.
Oh, for pings.
Yeah, so the Cad deck gives you initiative, you pass, they play a 1-drop, you play the ISB agent and ping their 1-drop off the table. And then they play their guy and damage the ISB agent, and then they have to decide if they want to Tarkintown an ISB agent, and they probably don't. But then again, the ISB agent can trade with whatever else they had in play. So I think if you don't draw the ISB agent, though, you're probably in a bad way versus the Cad deck. I like the double 1-drop plan in the Cad deck because your opponent is going to force you to take the first action anyway, and so you just play your 1-drop. You play your Death Star Stormtrooper, your Greedo, or whatever it might be. Now this Asajj deck, it's got a lot of like removal because you actually want the events so that you can get the extra damage. And so Asajj herself is very aggressive, and this deck packs 3 Fallen Lightsabers. Ooh. So I think if you get to the Fallen Lightsaber part of the game, then I think the Cad weenie deck is like much less happy with the state of things. So you also play Shin Hati, who's also pretty good at picking up a lightsaber. Is my suspicion. So the double 1-drop plan also helps against the Iden decks, because I do think Iden lurking around out there, you got to be prepared for your opponent to just play 1 removal spell a turn, and then
you get ahead of that a little bit by playing 2
and then either
units.
Super Laser or Snoke you, and then Avenger you, or whatever, right? Reinforcement Walker.
A 4.
An 11. I've got the initiative. I'll take the initiative. This Obi-Wan deck is very similar to something I was cooking up. But they have opted for some extra stuff here and there that I would not have opted for. Okay. I guess it's like that. And that. Okay. I will play a crack shot V-Wing, and it's going to take a damage.
Marine.
I am going to play an ISB agent and show you a daring raid and ping the Marine.
I'll heal it.
I will take the initiative.
Yes.
Alright, I am going to attack you for 1.
Okay. Sauron, 14 months, thank you.
Hey, appreciate that.
Thank you, Sauron. I'll attack you for 3.
I am going to attack you for 2.
Play Yoda.
Yowie. I'm gonna play a crack shot viewing. It won't take damage.
I'll take it.
I guess I'll force choke Yoda, which feels not amazing. But say love you. And then I'll pass.
Thank you for 3.
Thank you for 2.
I'll play Echo-based Defender.
One opened. I will attack you for 2.
Pass.
I'm gonna Daring Ray the Echo-based Defender.
I'll heal him.
Alright, we'll TT him.
Okay. I'll take initiative.
I'm gonna hit you for 2. We'll deploy Asajj. We'll strap her up. And then I'll hit you for 7, and I'll do a damage to the Battlefield Marine. And then I'll pass. I think this Asajj deck, it might once in a blue moon go to 5 resources, but I think it sits on 4.
This do be kind of scary. I think I prevent this 1 damage.
Can't say no to 6, right? I'll hit you for 6, and I'll kill the Battlefield Marine with the on-attack ability.
I'll timely means masterpiece into a crack shot.
I will force throw you.
Yeah,
No, I'll kill the masterpiece.
take initiative.
Attack you for 2. I'll play a TIE Fighter.
I'm dead.
Okay.
Just dead.
That was my concern about the Obi deck. Is I thought about the
Getting
CAD.
to 6.
I thought about the CAD deck and was like, how do you keep from dying? How do you keep from dying?
And even like if I got to 6, I'm dead to space stuff. A lot of the aggro E decks now are space, and this deck doesn't really.
This Asajj deck does a pretty good job of splitting the focus between the two. The CAD decks are usually like ground based, so I think that Obi-Wan actually might be, that deck might be better against the CAD than this one in particular. I think you just like pick a meta deck to lose to, and then you're just like
that's the way to do it. Yeah,
you're just like, okay, if I see Quinlan, I lose, and then you just rock with it.
I really hate that though. I want to be able to. I want to have a game against everything.
Yeah,
you know, but
well,
like,
so I think
that's just not how...
that deck then is Boba Data Vault.
Yeah, that's true. That's
right?
true.
You're not a dog to anything. You may not be like favored,
Really
but you're
Quinlan as well.
Quinlan's kind of similar,
Yeah.
so. But I think Quinlan probably struggles in Aiden. I suspect. Maybe it's got enough hand disruption. Obi plus Echo Base and Concord and Bright Hope. Echo Base Sabines. Yes, Sabines is a very good ECL target. You kind of have to hit the ECL at the time, and Sabines can snowball.
I did consider ECLing Sabines earlier, and I maybe should have, like on the second turn, because
I would have Tarkintowned it.
Yeah, it
and then at that point,
Tarkintowned.
the Battlefield Marine can fight on the ground and clean up some stuff. So, yeah, I think. I mean, even Yoda, like against like ECLing Yoda into a Death Star Stormtrooper or something like that is probably money. You just what you need is the life swing, right? And so the restore from Yoda plus the killing a 3 power unit is probably enough to justify the ECL. Also, Riken is insane. Now, like this isn't a mid. This Asajj deck is not interested in like 6 or more resource anything that happens after that point in the game. But Riken and Obi-Wan is like a crazy good ECL.
It's like the reason to play ECL with Obi-Wan, right? Is Riken.
I think Riken is just really good with Obi-Wan just in general. Because it's got the. I mean, when we saw with the Snoke deck from a couple weeks back, when your leader is like progressively getting larger, that presents a threat, and the Obi-Wan's got Sentinel, so. Guess it's a little something like this.
Marine.
I will play a TIE Fighter.
Pass.
I will play a Forged Starfighter.
Take it.
I'll pass.
Blue leader into the tie.
I'll play Shin Hati.
Take it for 3.
Alright, is it worth the 2? I think it is worth the 2 here. 2 into your base.
I'll heal blue leader.
Tarkintown blue leader. Yeah, I guess so.
Take it.
I'll pass. You need to talk about it.
A gnat. Like a gnat. I'm gonna timely an A-wing.
I'm gonna slap you for 4.
Nilrim.
3, thank
7
you.
months. Thank you, Nilrim. Thank you for 3.
I'll play a TIE Fighter.
I'll heal the A-wing.
I am going to deploy Asajj.
Take initiative.
I am going to attack you for 3. And then I'm going to Sanctioner Shuttle the A-Wing. And then I will pass. This deck does not need many resources to function. Does not need much in the way of resources to function.
I'll timely this echo-based defender into Asajj.
Okay, I guess she's toast. That cost you 4.
This is outrageous. It's unfair.
Agree.
How about force throw you? I'll kill that guy.
Take initiative.
We'll slap a fallen lightsaber on Shin.
Engineer, do your job. Yeah, good job. Good job. Very good. Do your damn job. Thank you. Okay, I'll take initiative.
I'll hit you for 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Get him out of here. Well, it's like deploy Obi-Wan. He dies.
He dies to Shin Hati.
Yeah.
Well, well, well. Aggro.
Do it.
Do it.
That was like
Wipe them out.
That was like 3 ambushes, right?
You tried just answering the aggro. I was trying. Yeah, I was like playing ambush every turn.
Yeah,
it was every turn.
From turn 2 on, you.
I still have an ECL this deck either,
Yeah.
which is funny. 2 Perils that would help with the Shin and Secret of Sage. Yeah, Perils is probably decent.
Yeah, a lot of the Iden decks that I've seen play it as well. Play like 2 copies of it main. The funny thing, so I could give you like a whole strategy session with Boba Data Vault. I said I wouldn't play Boba Data Vault again in a PQ, but
Sounds like you're lying.
I might play Boba Data Vault again. I'm not sure. So the thing is, I thought Pride was like ass in a lot of matchups, but the thing about Pride is his ability to get rid of attachments.
Yeah.
And Perilous Position, Top Target, Traitorous, all that shit, you can Pride away. So Pride isn't like a 2-drop in those matchups. Pride is like a late game
It's like
drop.
a utility drop.
Because he cleans up a lot of the stuff that people are trying to use to beat you.
He says non-unique attachment?
Non-unique attachment. So he can't kill like Chewbacca or Luke pilots. But he kills shields, which is pretty common because a lot of times people will put shields on, or they'll put indirect damage on their shield unit. So yeah. Tops out Shin. So the Asajj has got Gorilla Soldier, Fallen Lightsaber, Shin, and that's
expensive stuff.
That's it. It's got a Mo Shek to help refill your hand, and because the deck runs like 100 pilots, you run Force Choke, and then I assume in your like against you sideboard in against like Control, you sideboard in the Lurking TIE Phantoms, and then it plays Tip the Scale, and so I think you play Tip the Scale instead of Force Choke against like pure Control.
What does Tip the Scale do?
Look at the opponent's hand and discard a non-unit card from it. Okay, so it's different than the 1-drop Unmasking the Conspiracy because you don't lose it. So, but matchup's pretty good. Haven't lost it yet in a competitive event. Mainly gets rid of experience and shields, yeah. Yeah, but the key thing with Pride is remembering to use Boba Fett's leader's indirect damage against yourself to clear off entrenched top targets, all that stuff, right? I've done that multiple times. I did that against a Han red deck who entrenched like my fire spray. I played a Pride, force choked something, used Boba Fett's indirect damage against my fire spray to get rid of the entrench, got in there for extra damage, right? So Tip the Scale with Third Sister, then play her out and shovel a lightsaber on her. Yeah. I think Tip the Scale, probably pretty good in this deck, right? You play your 2 1-drops, then Tip the Scale.
Yeah.
Han 2 blue. Yeah, sorry. Han 2 blue.
Red Han.
Yeah.
Why are you confused?
Yeah.
What's confusing about saying Han
what's
and then a color?
Yeah. You know the deck I'm talking about. That card. I don't think this card literally never gets mulliganed. I guess I resource that. And then I guess I resource that. Okay.
Regional governor. Regional governor. Fallen lightsaber.
Okay. I'll play a Death Star Stormtrooper.
Take it.
I'm dumb. I'll play an ISB agent.
You have an event?
And yeah, I don't have an event. I resource my one event.
Okay.
Pass.
I played into that bit without passing there, right? But I will attack this Stormtrooper though.
Okay.
I'll take that trade.
I will P38 and finish off the regional governor.
Play Yoda. The new plot event it seems insane, yeah. The 3 damage to each damaged unit. All the new Bo-Katan and the new Mandalorian were very, very cool.
I'll attack you. Is it worth 1 damage here? I attack you for 1. You get the initiative. You can attack with Yoda, and you're healed back to full. I think I just take initiative here. I think that's what I do. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna Sanctioner Shuttle Yoda.
Let's blue leader that.
I'll attack you for 1.
I'll heal.
P38 is gonna fight blue leader and then damage Yoda.
Take initiative.
I'll Tarkintown Yoda. Get my damage in, and then die to ECL'd Echo Base. Tough call. Real tough call. I guess I'll deploy Asajj and attack you for 3. And then pass.
Yeah, draw float Yoda. Didn't say it. Might be.
Well, I can't play it all, so I guess I gotta.
ECL.
Tap your 3 resources, sir. I'm gonna attack you for 1.
Play Marine.
I will play a Forged Starfighter.
Take initiative.
I am going to put Boshek onto the Forged Starfighter. I'll get a Shinhati and a Boshek. I will pass. I was actually hoping to hit a 1-drop there, but so be it.
Timeling. I'll attack there. I'll experience token. The Marine.
Shin Hati.
Thank you for 4.
I'm gonna slap a lightsaber on her.
I guess I'll deploy Obi-Wan.
I'll take initiative.
I'll attack your base for 4. I'll do a damn. And pass.
Guess I'll fight Obi-Wan. The Battlefield Marine will take a point.
Take 4.
Yeah.
All Anakin.
I'm gonna play a Forged Starfighter.
Attack you. I'll XP Sabines. I'll heal 2 damage. Hit your for 4.
I'm gonna put Boshek in here. I'll draw 2.
Thank you for 4.
I think we're done here.
Okay. One more match time.
I think the misplay a resource surprise strike, and a few. So I think it was all about that turn 1 misplay. It's funny. I genuinely think you lose the game on turn 1 and you just don't know it until later in the game. Sometimes. That's not my observation. That was SWU's, right?
Yeah. Know exactly what you need to be doing against the deck you're up against on turn 1. Mulligan hard for that. Don't resource the wrong thing.
So I didn't think Surprise Strike would be particularly good in the match. I think that's probably correct. So I think I need to answer your early stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Boshek, he drew 4 cards that game. I would have been completely out of gas. I was actually hoping to draw into a 1-drop on that first Boshek that I played, but I hit 2 3-drops.
It's like account for Tarkintown, have a game plan to do something. There's so much stuff you have to think about on turn 1, right?
Yeah.
Because my misplay there was not just passing against a 1 resource open. Because even if you do have the agent,
yeah, I mean, I would at least have initiative, so I would get the 3 damage in from the.
Which is kind of like my trade-off. I was like, I don't want that. Like maybe that's a risky play. Me taking initiative there too.
Yeah, I at least get the 3 damage in, and if I have sanction or shuttle, then I can sanction or shuttle it, and the regional governor is taken out of play, right?
Was the match? Or are we?
I didn't. I thought you said 1 more, and then
1 more.
Okay.
I was just.
One more
I don't want to run up against your too early. Like I don't want the stream to be over instantly because these games are going to be fast, right?
They are going to be fast.
Resources Reinforcement Walker. That motherfucker is never getting played.
Yeah, or you've already won. Right?
Yeah, I've either already won or already lost.
This is a. I feel like that's an insane resource, but I guess I gotta do it. Okay. I'm gonna play the Death Star Stormtrooper.
Gungy.
I'm gonna play Greedo.
Take initiative.
I will Parios. I don't think two of these are getting played. Well, I don't think two of these are getting played.
Okay. I'll fight the Stormtrooper.
Okay. I will attack you for 3.
Yoda.
I'm gonna Tarkintown Gungy.
Take initiative.
I'm gonna play Gorilla Soldier. 3 indirect damage, if you please. Pass.
Fight the Greedo. I'll restore 2. And draw 1.
I'm gonna surprise strike you for 5.
Okay. Play Marine.
I'm gonna run out Asajj.
Play a Yaddle.
I'm gonna surprise strike you for 7.
Ow. I'll take initiative.
Pass.
Ouchies.
Owie.
Fight there.
Hit you for 3.
Power of the dark side.
I'll play a TIE Fighter.
Take it for 2.
Play a Sanctuary Shuttle.
Take initiative.
Pass.
Anakin.
Yeah, we'll move on.
Clean them up.
We'll move on to the actual match.
Okay, match time.
How about we move on to the
This is
actual
where the
match?
fun begins.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anakin, Obi-Wan, best friends. You love to see it. I am gonna miss Power of the Dark Side. I know that it's like I like that it exists. It's a good card to exist.
I mean, I wouldn't be shocked if a card like it doesn't always exist because I think the game needs it.
I do agree because it keeps a lot of stuff in check. I split 2 Power of the Dark Side and 2 Crumbs to turbocharge Anakin. 2 Crumbs. Merciless Contest was in set 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
But it also is non-leader, but
yeah. Give hero Power of the Dark Side. Power of the Light Side. They will get a new print. I don't think we haven't seen anything that is
we've seen nothing from set 7.
yeah, we haven't seen anything that's aspect like that hasn't just mono aspect reprinted, right? At all.
Fine Edition. Fine Edition has some upside, right? Can Fine Edition play pilots?
Discard to force throw too. No, because they're not upgrades.
Yeah, because then they discard pile their units, right?
Yeah. They cannot.
Viper Probe Droid being reprinted.
They can play pilots as an upgrade. You sure about that? Well, they had to target a upgrade, and they're not upgrades. Viper Probe Droid. Yeah, but that's still one aspect, right? I mean, it's certainly possible. It just hasn't happened yet. I thought they would announce that for double-costed events from Set 1 reprints when they announced the alt arts like Vigilance Command, etc. I could also see those only existing in Eternal because they're kind of iconic and cool events to exist in only that older format, right?
15.
14. Just says play an upgrade, non-upgrade card, and it sees pilot cards as an upgrade. It was one of the random things Tyler had to clarify when pilots released. Okay.
Okay. I don't believe you, but okay. First off, the way pilots work pissed me off in a lot of different ways, and it's not your fault, to be clear. It's the rules' fault. I am gonna play a TIE Fighter.
A Gungi.
I'll just take initiative.
Yes. We might get spoilers for the next set, guys.
I'm gonna force choke Gungi for being an asshole.
Okay. I'll play Yoda.
Are you about a lot of...
We might get spoilers for the next set.
I'm gonna Asajj you for 3.
I'll take initiative.
I'm gonna play a Greedo, and then I'll pass.
White Greedo.
All right, we'll take a shot.
No, sorry, not an upgrade.
Why isn't this an upgrade
Not an
right
upgrade.
now? What?
I'll restore 2.
3 open. Huh? Attack you for 2.
Heal Yoda.
Daring Raid Yoda.
Pass.
Sanctuary Shuttle.
Defender.
Deploy Asajj.
Take an ish.
Fight the Defender. Pass.
Well, ECL Chewbacca.
Tarkintown.
Take initiative.
Shuck. Fresh Strike gets discarded. I'm playing ISB agent. Attack you for 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna pass.
Well, Anakin tie.
Lightsaber.
Play Obi.
Thank you for 3.
Thank you for 4.
I'm gonna play a crack shot.
Take initiative.
I'll play a Death Star Stormtrooper. And then I think I pass.
There's not timely in there? Oh, it's in my hand. JK. Alright. Timely Sabine's into the crack shot. I'll heal 2.
Dagger for 3.
Attack you for 4. Damage the Stormtrooper.
I'll play the Guerrilla Soldier.
Thank you for 5. What's up, the Metaphysician?
I'll take initiative.
Play Phoenix Squadron. Pass.
Alright, we got a game 2.
How goes it? Get going. Alright, let's get these Bright Hopes in here. There's other stuff. Grogu. No. Obi-Wan. Too damn slow. Rivals Fall. Too damn slow. Salvage. Definitely not. Tech. No. Bright Hopes are coming in. Salvage is pretty useless. Daoop converted a prime sub to a tier 1 sub. Thank you, Daoop. Appreciate it. Welcome to the we don't have a thing we call our subscribers.
No.
Welcome to the TTR conglomeration.
Yeah, that scenario was really annoying. So I had the Fallen Lightsaber to put on Asajj, but as long as you had resources, I considered.
You consider like just taking initiative there?
Yeah, I strongly considered it because I think me deploying something for 1, getting some damage in, and then you getting nothing is pretty good.
That's kind of what I was worried about.
So I considered it. You tapped out, and so I was like, well, at least Asajj can kill this, but I assume she dies on the next turn. But I still had the Tarkintown, so I could, probably kill whatever got her.
But like all that happening you weren't pressuring me at the same time, kind of.
Yeah, so. I didn't have any damage on you. That's the scenario was I didn't have enough out there. Now, if I had other things I could deploy, if I had like another Death Star Stormtrooper there, or something I could play into the empty board without having to deploy Asajj, that also meant so I had to like play a naked Sanctuary Shuttle, which is like really stupid. So. Union of Socialist Royal Tabletops. That acronym doesn't spell anything.
Yeah, you need something.
Doesn't spell anything.
You need something fun.
Yeah. The royalty.
The royalty.
I'm not trying hard. No, I'm saying. I'm saying. No, what are you even a mod for?
He banned somebody earlier. I think maybe
it was just a bot.
Farquaad.
Was it just a bot?
It was a bot. Yeah. I don't think we've ever banned a not bot. To be fair.
The other games we stream. We streamed Riftbound yesterday with
Riftbound TCG.
the sample decks that are released. The game apparently officially releases on Halloween.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the end of the damn month.
It's supposed to come out October 31st. We have played Keyforge in the past, and we played a whole string of other games as well. That's
Card
all on our
games, board
YouTube.
games. Mostly right now Star Wars, but
Yeah, we're mostly Star Wars at these
YouTube
days.
has a bunch of board games and Card Game Necromancy, which is old card games that are dead. We check out for a stream. Those are fun.
Yeah, those for a long time. Those were our most popular things on YouTube because people get nostalgic for a game and want to go find some gameplay of it. And some of those games still were the only people who have any kind of gameplay for it on YouTube. So.
Heard someone revived Warlord. I think it was on our list.
There was a Kickstarter for it.
Remember a friend of mine telling me
Burrito.
check it out. Yaddle.
ISB agent and Serial Surprise Strike and Damage Yaddle.
Yell it.
I'll take initiative.
Pass.
This is where I need the aggro reps. Need the aggro reps. I don't know if you're supposed to. I'll attack you for 3.
I believe that's correct. I will Yaddle.
Okay, we'll take the shot. Bang! I'm gonna Guerrilla Soldier and dump it into your base. Ya piece.
Play Yoda.
Check your base for 1.
Take initiative.
Check your base for 2. Pass.
Oh, yeah, I did not want a resource. I want a resource.
Okay.
So that I can timely defender there.
TIE Fighter.
Eel.
Eel.
You have Darth Malak in that deck, Nathan? Is she Sith? Is she a Sith?
Yeah, there's no Darth Malak in here. It's a good question. The creator of this was not playing Malak.
You can play Revan's lightsaber too.
Yeah, Revan's lightsaber might be a consideration because
Yeah.
it's a little bit cheaper than Fallen lightsaber. However, this deck is playing mostly odd cost cards. Now Malak would fit into that with the Boshek plan, right? So you're trying to make sure you've got the Boshek draw alive. I am going to deploy Asajj.
I'll attack you for 2.
Okay. We're strapping the lightsaber up on Asajj.
Okay, I'll take initiative.
I'm going to Tarkintown. I'll hit you for 6, and we'll do a damage to Yodi. And then I'll ISB agent you for 1. And then I'll pass.
Play the Sprite. Blast the TIE Fighter. I'll attack you for 2.
She hits for a truck.
1 whole truck.
Attack you for 1.
Take initiative.
Daring raid your base for 2. Attack you for 10. And then it'll do 2 damage to that Yodi there. And then I'll pass. Guess we'll just result like that.
Well, deploying Obi-Wan.
Will Asajj and kill Obi-Wan. And do a hurricane of pain.
Yeah, I will be dead. I play Anakin and kill the ISB agent.
I take the initiative.
I can't kill her, right? Yep, I'm dead.
Yeah. It's all about the fallen lightsaber, I think.
Yeah.
So the question, I think the question in the matchup is, can Asajj get to attack twice?
Right.
If Asajj attacks twice, I'm probably in the clear. If Asajj does not, then I probably lose.
I guess I could have ECL'd, yeah. Yeah, I'm still dead. I'm still dead. Because the ISB agent just kills me, honestly.
The Anakin could have fought her, right?
Mm-hmm.
She had how many remaining? She had 4 or 6. No, you'd have to crash the Anakin in. Yeah.
I have to minus her and crash.
Yeah. Which wouldn't quite kill. Yeah, she was 1 toughness away. All right. Yeah. Get the damage in.
Spell the dragons are damn useless against that deck too, because it's like the only thing I'd want to kill with it is Asajj.
Yeah.
And I can't. It's good if you put a lightsaber on Shin, but that's about it.
The chances that she's already done her damage by that point are pretty high, right?
Yeah.
You can't get her
You would never
until
play
I
a
strap her.
lightsaber onto her.
If you've got 4 open,
lightsaber, you would not do that.
If you got 4 open, I'm probably not playing.
Yeah,
her.
exactly.
I might attack with her, then I might play the lightsaber. If you're like, if you are trying to save the ECL for Asajj, I might attack with her, get the damage in, then strap a lightsaber on there, and then you have to either ECL or you have to like react to the board then, right? And then I've still got the Asajj deploy. All right.
Who's the beatdown? It's Asajj.
It's the Asajj deck. I guess I got a mulligan. So that time I opted. So I think I won because of the Greedo flip.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
you
that
didn't
helped.
have to Tarkintown it.
I think that helped a lot. Or crashed the ISB agent into it. I had 2, and
Yeah,
it died. It died right there. So that meant I could play the Guerrilla Soldier, get 5 damage in with it, and then you were like forced to ECL into it, right? So this it's the same damn hand. All right, look, you get resourced. You get resourced. Okay.
The G-Man.
TIE Fighter.
Take initiative.
Pass. Which way? Which path do I take? Two roads diverged in the Death Star hangar. We either attempt to go through space, or we bring the fight to the ground.
What's up, Nile? You know, there's a whole faction of Niles in this game now.
Yeah, they're all called Nihils.
Yeah.
Points at screen.
Nile Marauder. You got Nile. There's the guy. The guy's the captain of the Niles.
Yeah, Roe, Marchion Roe.
Yeah.
Where are those guys from?
I don't know. I do not know.
Can anybody explain to them? I'm not going to Wikipedia.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, this is an impossible choice. I'll do something like that. Okay.
High Republic. Figures.
Okay.
Figures. I'll attack you for 2.
Okay. Yeah, I'll attack you for 2.
I'll play Echo Base Defender.
And I'll play Shin Hati.
Take initiative.
Pass.
I'll take you for 4.
Take for 2.
Wing.
Play the crack shot.
Regional Governor. Fallen Lightsaber.
Force throw.
Yaddle.
Hit the defender.
Kill it.
Tarkintown.
Take you for 2.
Asajj for 5.
Take initiative.
Put a bow check on a crack shot. 2
Oh my
daring
God.
raids.
That's crazy.
Don't mind if I do.
That's crazy.
All right, so we can Asajj you for 4. Yeah, 1 card in hand. I can Asajj you for 4. Put you at 13. Neither of the things you have on the board cleanly kill Asajj. I suppose that's how it's got to be. Hit you for 4. And then pass. Okay.
All right, let's ECL Sabine's. She'll attack the crack shot. I will give her experience And heal 2 from the base.
Attack you for 2.
I'll smash.
Daring Rage your base for 2.
Thank you for 1.
Hit you for 4.
Thank you for 2.
Hit you for 4.
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Bang!
Oh, jeez.
The relentless Boshek.
Aggro. Boshek
Boshek said, draw 4 damage.
That's pretty silly.
Draw 4 damage. And I said, you know what, Boshek? Don't mind if I do.
Yeah. Dang.
You're useful, Boshek. We'll keep you around.
The relentless onslaught.
So I think it would be really interesting to go back and learn why it was that I lost the games that I did and won the games that I did.
I think Gungi needed to hit the shin to force some clear on him. Yeah, like just to throw it into the shield. I thought about it.
So I had a fallen lightsaber in hand.
Oh, yeah.
So I was trying to, like, if he had to throw the regional governor.
I was also considering, like, so that turn I could have, like, attacked Shin and then Gungi Shin, but you're still going to get the Shin damage then anyway, because I can't sequence it in a way to where you don't just attack with Shin as soon as you remove the shield, right?
Right.
So,
right.
And then I throw the regional governor away and you just slap fallen lightsaber on Asajj, and then I'm really fricked.
Yeah.
I'm really fricked then.
It's all falling apart.
Yeah.
I like this Asajj deck. I like the Obi-Wan deck. I like both of these.
I think the Obi-Wan has probably some good gaming and stuff. I would probably refine the list a bit.
Yeah, I think you got to get lower to the grounds.
You got to be prepared for those lower to the ground.
And then you sideboard in 10 cards for control. Yeah. I think that's.
Slap them in the deck.
I think that's what the current plan is. I think you build a deck that has game versus control. I'm sorry, a game versus aggro, because I think your game 1 versus aggro is so important, right? Because the aggro decks have like wild things they can do, just crazy things they can do.
I was surprised this was not playing the 3-cost Sentinel ship also in the sideboard.
The 2/3,
the 1/4.
Oh yeah, Concord Dawn. Yeah. Concord Dawn might be pretty good. I think you probably play it main because I think it's good against Vader, and Vader's still around.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't. Like, let's not pretend that the Vader deck is completely gone.
Most of the aggro decks are doing some stuff in space too, right?
Yeah.
I was mentioning there was a really interesting Sabine yellow list that was in I think it won a pretty big tournament last weekend, and it's playing a lot of ships, and it's playing Babu Frick and droids. It's crazy looking, but I don't think it had Boshek in it. And I was like, I think you can build that list with Boshek, and it's probably really good because it's a lot of 1-drops anyway.
Yeah. I think you have to decide if you want to lose to Iden or not. I think some sickos play Iden.
Yeah.
But I think the problem with the more of these aggro decks exist, the less Iden's going to exist, because like the Iden deck likes to claim or play like a Pershing turn 1, and then the aggro decks are like, here's 2 dudes. And then the Iden deck is like, well, I'll kill one of them. And then you get your damage in, you play something else that they don't really want to do. So
Ezra tends to clean up space pretty good. The main thought is Concord versus Masterpiece, and Concord can't really ambush well. It's definitely a thought, though. Yeah, but like, I had so many cards left in the main deck after sideboarding against this deck.
You got, like, Kazuda is still running around out there. Kazuda's still running around.
Because I guess I'll resplies in here, too.
And, like, the PQ that I went to, there was a Vonreg who got second.
Mm-hmm.
And that dude, his whole game plan was just shit up the board in space and just completely ignore ground. And then Vonreg is just cranking damage the whole time. So
yeah, I was just thinking, like, I could never play resupply against an aggro deck ever in a million years.
No, you can't. You can't.
There was one game where I considered doing it on 5 to get to 6 to deploy Obi-Wan early.
Yeah,
but Obi-Wan has like a tendency to just die.
Yes,
to in a swing with a fallen lightsaber thing.
Yeah, I think the big thing with so that's the thing is I don't like resupply at main deck. Actually,
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
And I think decks that can afford it should be playing Cham in the sideboard and maybe even main. Because of Boba Data Vault. Cham is a beating against Boba Data Vault because a good way for the Boba Data Vault to get ahead is to play the Super Laser tech against these aggro decks because it can usually trade with a dude and then set up a 5-drop that's pretty powerful the same turn. And then it lets you get your Boba Fett out a turn sooner. But like the game I played against that Cad Weenies deck, I ramped and then he chammed me, and that meant that Cad came out a turn sooner. I didn't have a good way. So
it's hard with the split arena, most likely with a single arena, so you can focus on efforts and ECL play. So you like resupply on 3 and then deal with whatever they've done.
I don't think you get resupply on 3.
I don't think so.
Like I don't. You might be able to resupply to get your leader out, or you might find yourself in a situation. But like I think you cannot afford to tap 3 resources and not affect the board against a lot of these aggro decks
because they're like Boshek, play a 1-drop, or play a 3-drop, and you're just like I get a resource. They've hit you for 6 now.
Yeah, they got like 5 damage in. They got 5 damage in, and they have 3 things.
Imagine they play Guerrilla Soldier that turn.
Yeah, really Guerrilla Soldier is another reason why it's like hard to resupply because Guerrilla Soldier cranks for a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Anakin, I was barely getting to the Anakin turn. It's a problem, right?
Right. Yeah, so I mean,
I guess you're resupplying in that scenario, but yeah. And especially if you've only played like a 2-drop and then resupply, you got to be able to do something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing. And the Cad deck is very similar.
I think like the example is like that Asajj deck and that Cad deck are very quick.
Yeah.
Very quick and very wide.
Yeah. The aggro decks like to split arenas on you too, so it's like hard to say that like Anakin or the Aether Sprite can just clean up whatever's out there, right?
My play around, I was worried about Boshek onto the TIE Fighter, and which is the reason I played the Phoenix Squadron, because like I could kill the Boshek Phoenix Squadron, but then you played the 2-2,
the crack shot,
the Boshek on that, so I had to deal with it with stupid Sabines.
Yeah, and you tapped out for it, which like
I had 2 resources that I didn't spend that turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. All right, we are off for a week.
Yeah, we got stuff that came up.
We got stuff, various things happening. Yeah. So we'll be back on next Wednesday though, and with 2 more decks. I mean, this format of stream I think is enjoyable for us, and I think we're all
we get to play like a whole bunch of stuff.
And the meta is like, oh, look at this cool new deck that's placed in a PQ. We couldn't do this last PQ season because it wasn't interesting.
Well, the last PQ season there weren't quite as many decks, and I think it started that PQ season started with, so part of it, one, I've been participating in the PQ season, so that's a little bit different than normal.
And I want to go the next week, so we can spend the next 2 streams like prepping for that one.
Yeah, there's one.
Fun.
So
actually I'm out of town next Wednesday, so it'll only be Monday.
So I haven't found like the pre-registration. They don't apparently have pre-registration. It's in Atlanta, so I think it's going to be a madhouse. There's another PQ that's like sold out that only had like spot for 48 people, and that completely sold out. And so I was like, I tried to get on the waiting list, but like the waiting list wasn't on the website, or at least didn't function the way.
So they're just expecting people to show up for the Atlanta one.
I have no idea what they're expecting. Okay. I got into their Discord and I was going to ask somewhere along the way because they didn't have anything on the website. So yeah, that to me, that's insane. I think they're like setting themselves up for like a 3-hour delay, right? You have like 120 people. We can assume it's Atlanta, right? So it's going to be like 120 people for that PQ or more. I don't know how many people they expect. So.
But Witchshot had 4 in the top 8, 2 top 8, 1 top 4, 1 in first place. Hot
nice. Damn. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good spread there.
Hot dang. Cool. All right. Well, like I said, we'll be back on Monday for more.
So, yeah. All right.
Thanks for watching, and goodbye.
Goodbye.